Welcome everyone to this year's Victoria University Alumni Awards ceremony. My name is Ross Collar and I am the Executive Director, Engagement and Advancement at Victoria University. I will be your MC this evening for the exciting announcements of our award winners. The Victoria University Alumni Awards celebrates the exceptional achievements from those within our alumni community, wherever they may be located across the globe. We are incredibly proud of the contributions our alumni have made to our university, to the West of Melbourne, to our nation, and across our global stage. Victoria University has over 250,000 alumni, and tonight will just be a small snapshot of the outstanding alum that are part of our community. This year, we have taken a digital-first approach to the Alumni Awards, and this has resulted in us receiving more nominations than ever before, with a truly global reach. If you nominated yourself or received a nomination from someone else, then please know that by telling us your story, we can share that with current students, and this we know will motivate and inspire them to great things. Before we begin the awards section itself, I would like to introduce Gudin Steele, one of the Bunurong traditional owners of the land where the university is based, who will welcome us to country.
Welcome to my beautiful home, land of the two bays. My name is Gudin Steele. I'm a proud descendant of the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nations, and it is my great responsibility here tonight to welcome you to country. So, in the words of my ancestors, what I said at the start was, "Come with purpose to my beautiful home, land of the two bays." That first word, come with purpose. What does that mean? Well, first you need to know what your purpose is, and it needs to be something big. So it's going to be something bigger than yourself. It's going to be something that gets you up in the morning when things get hard. Don't take your purpose lightly. Secondly, you're coming onto country. So you're coming onto sovereign lands, and in order to do that, there's an implicit promise that needs to be made. The promise goes back to our original tanderums, or welcome to countries, that we used to hold between the Kulin nations. And the story goes thusly. The land that we meet was created by Bunjil, and Bunjil created the Kulin people. And he taught the Kulin people the circular relationship they have with the land. Now, in order to exercise this circular relationship, they had to understand that they had responsibility for land, and they had responsibility for what other people do on their land. So they had to ask all guests to make two promises. The first promise, not to harm the land or the children of Bunjil. The second promise was to honour and respect the laws of Bunjil, our Wurrangibik. Now, these laws are a little bit different to the laws that we have today. You could think of them more of customary laws, how we hold ourselves when we're on country, how we conduct ourselves. So the first law that I'll talk about is what we call Yalenj, the law of knowledge, or the responsibility we have for knowledge. Understanding that knowledge is not just something that empowers us, it's also something that we're responsible for. You see, we're responsible for knowledge in that we have to communicate that knowledge truthfully, but we also have to ensure the continuity of that knowledge, ensuring that knowledge is passed down generations. The second law is what we call the law of Jambana, and it's really the law of community. For the Bunurong people, we were one clan of 5 in the Kulin Nation, and we understood that diversity was a powerful thing. But how we harness that diversity by identifying our common purpose amongst the different groups in the Kulin Nation is how we actually utilize that. So understand firstly that diversity is obviously a good thing, and we should be inviting diversity into our communities. We should be inviting different ways of thinking. But the most important part is we have to identify what is the common purpose amongst all the different people. Now, the last law is what we call honouring sacred ground. This is paying respects to the first people and the land and the stories that have come to pass on the lands where we live and where we work today. I often think about my education in school and how similar it was to everyone else's education, and then my education at home. And I often think, well, isn't the rest of Australia missing out on all this? You know, you learn the 200 years, I learn the 80,000 years. So what it is, it's really understanding that we can all celebrate this 80,000 years of human history on the land that we meet. And that's a great thing. And in order for us to go forward and have a shared future, we all have to acknowledge the same history. So those are the 3 laws, our Wurrungibik, and I ask that we commit ourselves to these laws so that I can say once again in the words of my ancestors, Wamanjeka, Marambikbik, Bunwarang Namda, Brabtan Atawilam. Thank you.
Thank you, Garen, for your warm welcome and also explaining the meaning and stories behind this important part of our ceremony this evening. This year we have people participating from all around the world. I hope you all will take the chance to reflect on the First Nations people of the country where you are based and take part and encourage age-old practices of sharing knowledge, culture and stories. We are now very excited to announce our 2020 Victoria University Alumni Award winners. This year we will be presenting the Rising Star Alumni Award, Professional Achievement Alumni Award, Lifetime Achievement Alumni Award and the Spirit of Victoria University Alumni Award.
Hi, my name is Alice Gudin and I'm currently in my 4th year of a double degree of Law and Commerce Applied Finance at Victoria University. I'm involved in different areas of the university. I coordinate and deputy chair the Students as Partners program and the undergraduate student representative of the academic board. I'm a VU senior ambassador, student mentor and student advisor. I've travelled abroad during my studies to Indonesia and the UK for university-related exchanges, and I'm very involved in extensive student governance and ideally take on so many roles and commitments to make the most of my degree. Being so involved in the university gives me such a great outlook on our students and their success. It's so important to recognise our STAR alumni for their outstanding achievements after their studies. I'm so honoured to be here to announce our chosen finalists for the Rising Star Alumni Award. The Rising Star Alumni Award recognises a young VU alum who is demonstrating significant early and/or community service achievements, bringing pride to Victoria University. This year, I'm proud to announce and congratulate our finalists who are Mohammed Jamal Al-Salah, Bilaterals Affairs and Partnerships Coordinator for the United Arab Emirates Division of the United Nations. Samira Arif, Blood Cancer Support Coordinator at the Leukemia Foundation. Sarah Louise Alexic, Program Advisory Manager at Oricon. Nathalie McLean, owner of Jinjuri Workshop and Yarning Circle events. And finally, Mark James Sacco, Chief Operating Officer at Light Project. And the winner of this year's Rising Star Alumni Award goes to Samira Arif. After having obtained a Bachelor of Biomedical Science from Victoria University, Samira Arif is a blood cancer support coordinator at the Leukemia Foundation and is a researcher for cancer treatments. Samira has held many leadership roles within the community and student programs. She has organised fundraising events and managed charities both within Victoria and overseas, and projects to support children and provide healthcare to those in need. Congratulations, Samira Arif. I welcome you to say a few words, Samira.
It is a great honour and privilege for me to be receiving the Victoria University 2020 Rising Star Alumni Award. I graduated as a valedictorian from Bachelor of Biomedical Science at Victoria University. Until now, I'm still in touch with VU. I've presented as an inspirational alumni guest speaker at the Victoria University Student Leadership Award ceremony. Personally, my inspiration in my life has been my grandpa, Dr. Iqbal Ahmed, who was an oncologist. My strong interest in helping others, healthcare and oncology made me consider a career in oncology. I am now a blood cancer support coordinator at the Leukemia Foundation and a medical radiation therapist. Today, I'm incredibly honoured to be representing women in STEM, and I've been a mentor for students in STEM who needed guidance and support. In recognition of my professional achievements, I am very grateful to have received various awards, including a Vice Chancellor's Award for Outstanding Service, Leadership Awards, a Team Initiative Award, and other achievements award. My involvement in community work and leadership began in my early years of education in primary school. Not only did I learn a lot from this experience, I also found it rewarding, as it gave me the opportunity to help others. In the great words of John Hume, I never thought in terms of being a leader. I thought very simply in terms of helping people. I've held many leadership roles in the community and student programs. I've organised fundraising events and managed charity projects both in Victoria and overseas to support children and provide healthcare to those in need. I love volunteering, giving back to the community and making a difference. Because of my leadership involvement and contribution to the community, I was recognised as the Pride of Brimbank by the Brimbank City Council and had an article published about me in the local newspaper, Star News. I was the subject of Pride in Brimbank, a series that Star News launched highlighting and recognising the stories of everyday heroes who take pride in the community. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because I personally want to inspire others to do more, learn more, and live the best versions of themselves. With all my heart, I would like to thank my supporting pillars in my life who have always been there for me and have helped me become who I am today. My parents, Arif and Tharunu, my sister Nabila, my best friends Kavita and Genevieve, my husband Rakib, and all my friends. Another special person is Liz Mordaunt, who was a student leadership coordinator at Victoria University. She has been one of my mentors in my journey. Finally, my advice to recent graduates is to never give up. It will be a long journey, but you'll get to your goal eventually. And always remember that success is the difference you make in people's lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Samira. It's so fantastic to see that one of our students have made their way to their success on a journey such as yours. It's great to have that piece of advice that you gave to us at the end of it. And I think a lot of our students are very persistent in becoming just as successful as you. It's so great to see Victoria University has really contributed to your success and the way you are now. All the best with your future endeavours, and we look forward to see more of your success in the future.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Peter Dawkins, Vice-Chancellor and President of Victoria University. Professional Achievement Alumni Award recognises an alum who is aged 36 or older, and through their achievements and conduct, both make a difference in their field of endeavour and are an inspiration to others. This year our finalists are Maria Turnbull, OAM, Senior Financial Counsellor with the Salvation Army, Mr. Vedran Drakulic, OAM, Chief Executive Officer, Gandel Philanthropy, Mrs. Deborah Bohr, Chief HR and Communications Officer, Bunge, Mr. Junario Mock, Deputy Director, East Timor Development Agency, and Mr. Greg Warnick, Freelance, Managing Director, Sport and Events Group. The winner of this year's Professional Achievement Alumni Award goes to Vedran Drakulic, OAM. Vedran has contributed significantly, both professionally and in the community, to his adopted new home after arriving in Australia as a refugee from Bosnia some 20 years ago. Since 2011, Vedran has been the CEO of Gandel Philanthropy, one of the largest family foundations. In that time, he helped the Gandel family distribute over $100 million to various charitable causes, including transformative gifts such as Cabrini Hospital, Gandel Wing, Pauline Gandel Children's Gallery at Melbourne Museum, and flagship grants, including two $1 million plus grants in response to the Australian bushfire crisis. in 2019-20 and COVID-19 in 2020. Vedran also has significant not-for-profit experience, working nearly 15 years in a broad range of roles in the humanitarian sector. In his time with the International Red Cross, Vedran was a member of the delegation of the International Red Cross representing the International Red Cross at the Interparliamentary Union Conference in Burkina Faso. In Australia, he has spent nearly 10 years with the Australian Red Cross National Office in Melbourne, managing all of their communications as well as international appeals. Vedran managed the biggest ever international appeal for Australian Red Cross, the 2005 Asian Tsunami Appeal, which raised over $100 million. Vedran has also worked with Oxfam Australia as their communications manager, with his most notable achievement being the development and implementation of the Close the Gap media campaign, calling for targets to achieve Indigenous health equality within a generation. Vedran was awarded the Medal of the Order of Australia, OAM, in the 2017 Australian Day Honours, for service to the community through a range of charitable organisations. He cherishes this as his proudest moment, a refugee whose contribution to Australia has been recognised with a most worthy honour. Congratulations, Vedran, on winning the Professional Achievement Alumni Award. Well done.
Thank you very much, Peter. It's wonderful news. Thanks very much to Victoria University for this honor. I feel it's a real privilege and, as I said, an honor to receive this award from our university. Both personally and professionally, this award means a lot to me, because through my studies at Victoria University for my master's degree, it opened up a lot of doors for me in Australia and enabled me to achieve a lot of things that I have achieved in my life. I came to Australia as a refugee, and I was really literally given a second chance to start a new life. And it is a debt of gratitude that I always feel I have to repay. And I try to do that in my personal and professional life on an ongoing basis. Being part of the Victorian University alum, I feel that it's a great privilege to be in the Western Suburbs and supporting the community here. I would like to congratulate all the other finalists, and I would like to thank the selection panel and everybody else at Victoria University for this honor, which I will wear with pride.
Well, thanks very much, Vedran, and all the very best for your future and your continuing contribution to society, and which is very impressive. Well done.
Thank you very much, Peter, and thanks to Victoria University once again.
When you graduate from VU, you become a lifelong member of our growing alumni community, alongside over 250,000 other graduates around the world. Among many things, being part of our alumni enables you to build your personal and professional networks, as well as being an ambassador for Victoria University. Alumni are involved in our university in many ways, including being mentors to students, providing students with real-time industry experiences through our work integrated learning program, and helping us ensure that our teaching programs are relevant to industry and employability through participating in course advisory panels. These are wonderful demonstrations of past students giving to current VU students and helping them to make their mark and make a difference to the world. It's with great pride that we hear about how our alumni are making a difference in their areas of expertise, innovating and being forces for social change, and we celebrate the success through these awards, and in turn we remain connected with each other through them. Being a part of the VU community is a terrific way to build professional connections and expand your networks. Being recognised for an award for your achievements in your professional life demonstrates a continued capacity to set goals and to achieve them, as well as go the extra mile. These qualities have enabled you to establish in your career, and they're qualities that will assist you to continue to build on your career and continue on your professional path. This award also recognises your achievements in making a difference and inspiring others in your professional path. It is a beacon to what's possible through learning and connection. VU is incredibly proud of the calibre of the finalists and congratulates you for making a real impact in your profession and on other individuals that you've made a difference to. I encourage you to celebrate this achievement and also continue to seize your opportunities and to continue to inspire others and to continue to achieve your goals.
Hello, my name is Colette Burke. I've been associated with Victorian University since studying my Bachelor of Engineering, which I completed in 1992. Victoria University was my choice of place to study due to the friendly nature of the lecturers and also the practical aspects of our course, which I've taken right throughout my career. In recent years, I've also been lucky to be involved with Victoria University further in my role as inaugural Chief Engineer and also through the 2 consulting engineering businesses I own in both Australia and UAE. I was delighted in 2019 to receive the Lifetime Alumni Achievement Award, and I feel very honoured and privileged to be amongst such great calibre of people such as business leaders, world-class athletes, philanthropists, musicians, politicians, scientists, engineers and global change makers. As you know, the Victorian University Alumni Lifetime Achievement Award recognises alumni who have built outstanding and impeccable reputation on their all-round contribution to the profession and careers and also the community, bringing pride to Victorian University through their embodiment of the Victorian University spirit. And the finalists for 2020 for the Lifetime Achievement Alumni Award are Leslie Collins, owner of Les Collins Racing, and John Stanway, CEO of the Royal Children's Hospital. And the winner of this year's Lifetime Achievement Alumni Award goes to John Stanway. John was appointed as CEO of the Royal Children's Hospital, one of the world's leading hospitals, in 2017. Prior to that, he was the COO of the Royal Children's Hospital for more than 10 years. Amongst his other achievements, he was able to increase efficiency in the hospital and increase the quality of patient care through his leadership. John has a major in economics and also a graduate diploma in industrial relations through Victoria University's predecessor, Footscray Institute of Technology. Congratulations, John Stanway, for winning the 2020 Alumni Lifetime Achievement Award. Well done.
Thank you, Colette. No, it was very unexpected, I'd have to say, and a great honour. And look, it's made me reflect back nearly 40 years when I completed my graduate diploma in industrial relations at Victoria University, as it's now called. I finished that in 1983. And I just really make me reflect on both leadership. As you may know, I'm the Chief Executive of the Royal Children's Hospital, and it is a great honour to really have that leadership position because the hospital itself is well regarded by the community and supported by the community and has a good recognition both in Australia and around the world. And of course, my beginning back nearly 40 years ago, I had no concept or even a motivation to be a CEO of a large public hospital. But the graduate diploma that I did really helped me because I was in human resources then. And it turns out it's been a fantastic background in managing people to, in our case, deliver great care everywhere, and also creating a very safe and respectful place for the staff. So, I go back, when I think back so many years, David Warland, I believe, was the lead of that course then, and I was working at General Motors, believe it or not. And so I've had a mixed career in different industries, but it turns out every industry basically have people, and when you have people, you need to lead and motivate them, and that's what the Graduate Diploma in Industrial Relations at Victoria University helped me do. And of course, during pandemic COVID-19, it's been a real challenge, and of course, keeping patients and families safe and staff safe has been paramount. So it's a great honour, and thank you very much.
Thank you, John, for accepting this award and inspiring the future generation of Victorian University students, continuing to make exceptional contributions for VU alumni across the globe. Congratulations.
Thanks, Colette. Thank you.
This year, we wanted to give the wider VU community, our staff, current students, friends and supporters, an opportunity to have their say in this award, with online voting determining the winner. Thank you to everyone who took the time to read the achievements of our finalists and voted for their Spirit of VU Award winner. They're all deserving and to be celebrated, but there can be only one winner. And so now it is my absolute pleasure to hand over to the winner of the Spirit of VU Award for 2020 so they can make their remarks.
Hi, my name is John. I work at East Timor Development Agency, a Timorese non-profit organization dedicated to developing the skills of Timorese people, especially the unemployed and vulnerable in our community, to be able to find jobs and support themselves. I have been with ETDA for 20 years, and I'm in charge with designing training programs in areas that are needed to help build Timor-Leste vocational education base. And I work towards economic sustainability in areas such as tourism. I am also responsible for establishment of and maintaining a partnership with the government and other non-government agencies in order to keep all EDDA courses resources and relevant. Particularly delighted to be recognized by Victoria University, an institution that is held in high regard by all Timorese. VU enjoys as a strong partnership with Timor-Leste. In 2013, I received a scholarship and completed the graduate set of vocational and education training at Victoria University. This course allowed me to apply competency-based training to our situation at home. In this moment, I would like to thank you, my teacher, Dr. Jen Peter at Victoria University, for nominating me for this award. This award would also not have been possible without the unfailing support and belief in my abilities from my EDDA director, Ms. Pamela Pires, and all my colleagues at ETDA and all EDDA students. In ETDA, I have found an organization I believe in strongly, a place where I can put the skills I gained over the years and from VU into helping to transform people's lives and make them part of the solution to development our nation into a healthy and prosperous country. In ETDA, I found my calling as an educator who tries always to work hard and ensure that no one is left behind in our extraordinary nation. I am so proud being the Victoria University 2020 Award Alumni winner.
Congratulations to all of our 2020 award winners. You are truly an inspiration to our community. I'd also like to congratulate all of our other nominees for their exceptional work and say thank you to the nominators who put in the time to write a nomination. During these challenging times, it is more important than ever to come together as a community and support those around us. Thank you to everyone at home for watching and celebrating these extraordinary alumni with us. We will leave you with an insight into why our alumni are so proud to be VU. Take care.
Victoria University is a very diverse school. I've studied with students from North America, Southeast Asia, Africa, Europe, and of course, Australia and New Zealand. I'm proud to be a VU alum because it taught me to work effectively with people from different backgrounds and cultures. It also taught me to develop fruitful working relationships with colleagues and supervisors in the United Nations system.
My name is Minh Thị Tuyết. I'm from Vietnam. I'm proud to be a VU alum because I graduated from this Master in the 2013 during the study, and I learned many teaching methods, teaching skills for listening, speaking, reading, and writing.
Hi, I'm Maria Turnbull, and I'm proud to be a Victoria University alum because Victoria University has provided me with the capacity to speak with knowledge and credibility and exceptional education. I feel I'm able to represent Victoria University with authority and credibility, and that I've gained good support structures from the university, the teachers and others. I've also been able to advocate well for those in the community who are vulnerable. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hi, I'm Natalie McLean. I'm proud to be a VU alum because Victoria University is dedicated to their students and helping us achieve our dreams and goals.
I'm proud to be VU alumni because it gave me the skills to change the way vocational education delivered in Timor-Leste. In 2017, I created the EDDA Employment Readiness Pool with the objective of preparing Timorese youth ready for work in the tourism industry. Thank you very much, Victoria University.